Hello students, welcome back to our chemistry classes. Today we will be discussing about some things which we come across in our day-to-day life. We know this is a lemon, right? Lemon contains a citric acid, whereas this particular substance, you know this is a tomato, right? Tomato, before ripening, it is full of citric acid. The amount of oxalic acid increases as it gets ripened. Now I will show you a liquid soap. Liquid soap contains potassium hydroxide, and this is a bathing soap which contains sodium hydroxide.
Citrus fruits such as oranges, lemons, and grapes are sour. These fruits taste sour due to the presence of acids. These acids are also found in foods such as vinegar, tamarind, and tomatoes. For example, vinegar contains acetic acid, tamarind contains tartaric acid, and tomatoes contain oxalic acid. Acid can usually be identified as sour-tasting substances. We also find substances that exhibit properties which are almost chemically opposite to acids. These substances are called bases. Soap, detergent, and baking soda are some of the common bases we find in a household. Let us try to understand these substances in detail.
So students, we have studied in our smaller classes that acids are sour in taste, and they change blue litmus to red. At the same time, bases are bitter in taste, and they change red litmus to blue. All these things you studied in your smaller classes, right? In this session, we will be discussing about how can we explain or how can we define what is an acid is. That is, acids on adding to water, they produces hydrogen ions. As you know, HCl adding into water. Once it dissolved in water, it forms a aqueous solution, right? So HCl will produce H positive as well as Cl negative. If a substance produces H positive ions in solutions, that is in aqueous solutions, they are called acids. So what we can write it as, acids are the substances they produce H positive ions, right? And this H positive ions, they combine with the water molecules present in aqueous media. They produces H3O positive, that is H2O is already there, then H positive added up into this, they forms H3O positive, that is called hydronium ions. Okay.
Acids is those substances which release hydrogen ions or H plus ions when dissolved in water.
Let me repeat. Acids are substances, they produces H positive ions when they are dissolved in water, and these H positive ions combines with the water molecules, that is H2O molecules, and produces H3O molecules, that is hydronium ions are produced. Okay, so acids are substances which produces hydronium ions in aqueous media. Now let us move on to what are bases. Bases are actually, let us take an example of sodium hydroxide, one of the best example. In aqueous solutions, when they are dissolved into water, they produces Na positive as well as OH negative. Here what you have to mainly look into it is OH negative. What is this OH negative? OH negative is hydroxide ions. Okay, so let us write it as bases are substances which are capable of producing hydroxide ions in water or in aqueous media. Okay.
Bases are those substances which give hydroxide ions or OH minus when dissolved in water.
So bases are the substances which produces hydroxide ions in solution, and acids, as we have already discussed, acids are substances which produces hydronium ion, that is H3O positive, in aqueous solution. Now let us move on to some of the reactions in which how they behave. First of all, let us look into acid. Acid, how do they react with the metals? That is, let's take an example of zinc on adding into hydrochloric acid. For this, let us do an activity. For that, let me take a conical flask, okay, and add some few pieces of zinc granules in it. As I took a zinc and through a thistle funnel, insert a thistle funnel into it. Through this thistle funnel, let me pour this hydrochloric acid into it, and with the help of a cork we can cover it and insert another delivery tube into it. Okay, this delivery tube can be connected to a dish in which soap solution is kept. Okay, now on reacting zinc with hydrochloric acid, as we have discussed in the first chapter also, here a displacement reaction will take place where zinc will replace hydrogen and produces ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas. So this hydrogen gas will start evolving up. Okay, that gas will go through this delivery tube and reaches here. If you keep on burning matchstick, there is a pop sound is produced. That indicates that hydrogen gas only is evolving out. So this is a perfect example. We can say that on reaction of acids with metals, acids reacts with metals to produce salt and hydrogen gas. So this is the first chemical reaction of acids. Acids reacts with the metals, will produce salt and hydrogen gas. Here you can balance the equation. 2HCl you can take. Zn plus HCl gives ZnCl2 plus H2. Right? So first what we have discussed is acids on reacting with metals produces salt as well as hydrogen gas. Right? Now next we have if you react acid with a base like sodium NaOH on reacting with hydrochloric acid, what happens? This Na will produce Na positive and OH negative in aqueous media, right? Both you have to take in aqueous media, and HCl also dilute you have to take. So Na positive and OH negative it is producing. HCl will produce H positive and Cl negative. Now what happens? This OH will catch up with this H positive. So these two will produce H2O, and Na and Cl will catch each other. They will produce NaCl plus H2O is produced. What is the final product? We can write it as acid on reacting with base. It produces salt and water. Right? Here what NaCl produced is the salt, and we have water is also produced. So always remember, children, acids on reacting with base, it will produce salt and water. Next we have metal carbonates on reacting with acids. Metal carbonates like metal carbonates or bicarbonates also you can take, or bicarbonates. Bicarbonates are also called hydrogen carbonate. This metal carbonates means, let us write an example. Sodium is a metal, right? When you take into consideration of carbonates, the carbonate formula is CO3 2 negative only, right? Now sodium has got 1 and carbonate has got 2. When they crisscross each other, we get what? Na2CO3. This is our sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate on reacting with an acid HCl. Let's take one acid as HCl. On reacting Na2CO3 with HCl, they will produce NaCl plus H2O plus carbon dioxide. So this is an extra substance what is formed apart from what we have discussed so far. That is so NaCl you have we have studied, that is salt, and H2O is water, and apart from these two, carbon dioxide is also produced in neutralization reactions or acid base reactions. We have got salt and water, but when carbonates reacts with acids, they produce salt, water along with carbon dioxide. Let us take now bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. This NaHCO3 is an example of sodium bicarbonate. Bicarbonate, or you can also say it as hydrogen carbonate. On reacting with the HCl, they will also produce similar case, that is NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. Okay, children. Now this first equation is not balanced. This is 2HCl and 2NaCl, because Na2, now 2Na, here HCl, H2, CO2. Alright. Now here also no need to balance, because sodium is 1, hydrogen 2, H2, then carbon is 1 carbon is there, then CO3, 2 plus 1, 3. So second equation is a balanced equation. So what you have to remember is, when metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates reacts with acids, they produce salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. Now whether carbon dioxide gas is produced or not, how can we find out? That is, on passing this carbon dioxide into lime water. Lime water is calcium hydroxide. On reacting with the calcium hydroxide, that is our lime water turns to milky by producing a calcium carbonate plus water. Okay, so this calcium carbonate is a white precipitate. So by that we can understand that carbon dioxide gas is produced during the reaction of whether metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates with acids is containing a carbon dioxide. So on reacting this carbon dioxide with calcium hydroxide, they produce a white PPT as well as water. Now, if you continuously passing a carbon dioxide gas over it, that is into this mixture, Ca calcium carbonate CaCO3 plus H2O. If you pass further carbon dioxide into it, what happens is this white PPT will get dissolved by formation of calcium CaHCO3, that is calcium bicarbonate is produced. So this bicarbonate actually dissolves in water, so that you won't find a white color more there. So you have to pass little bit carbon dioxide only, otherwise the substance formed white precipitate again further converts to calcium bicarbonate. Okay, so this reactions are actually explains that metal carbonates or bicarbonates reacts with acids to form salt, water and carbon dioxide. Now we have also metal oxides. You have studied in our smaller classes also about metal oxides. Metal oxides and non-metal oxides. Metal oxide means metal burns with oxygen to produce metal oxides. That is our sodium oxide or magnesium oxide. Magnesium burns in oxygen and produces magnesium oxide. Then calcium oxide. These substances are actually all basic in nature. Why? Because when they are dissolved in water, they produces alkaline substances. From that we can understand that they are basic in nature. So on reacting metal oxides also with acids, they produces the similar case salt and water is produced. Of course, if instead of metal oxide, if it is non-metal oxides, non-metal oxide also, if you react it with instead of acid, it will not react with acid, because non-metal oxide like carbon dioxide or sulfur dioxide or nitrogen dioxide, these substances are all non-metal oxides only. They react with the bases to produce also salt and water. Okay, what do we understand from this all? Most of the cases we get these reactions gets nullified, or we can say they gets neutralized. In the first cases what we have discussed is acids reacts with the metal. First case we saw acids react with the metal to produce salt and hydrogen gas, right? First case what we have discussed is acid plus metal forms a salt and hydrogen gas, right? In the second case what we have discussed is acid reacts with the base. So here only we have discussed that neutralization reaction takes place. There we have seen salt and water is produced. Now third we had discussed about carbonates or even bicarbonates also. You can put it together as the three only. So metal carbonates and bicarbonates reacts with acids. They produce salt, water and carbon dioxide gas. Now metal oxides plus acid, they produce salt and water. So these are the some of the reactions of acids and bases, or we can also say that these are the chemical reactions of or chemical properties of acids and bases. So mainly if you look at in acid and base, now can you tell me what is common in both? Yes, both contains acid as well as bases. How can we identify this is, you put take a beaker and add some water into it. Let us take a distilled water. Okay, now through a electrode you connect this one to a battery and allow it one end to connect it to a bulb. Now if it is in the case of distilled water, bulb will not blow. Why? Because the circuit is not getting completed because distilled water is a pure, a poor conductor of electricity only. So, but if you add a little bit acid or base into it, so acid or base, you can add either acid or you can add base also. So this acid or base actually make the substances to furnish ions in it. That is, acids produces H positive ions we have studied, and bases produces OH minus ions. So not only H plus and OH minus. Let us take some examples like HCl and NaOH. They both actually dissociate into H positive plus Cl negative. In this case, Na positive and OH negative, right? So these substances, whether it is acid or base, even salts also, they produces ions in solutions. So these ions are the common substances, whether it is cation or whether it is anion. Ions are produced. This is actually the common substance which can be seen in whether it is acid or base. So today, children, we have discussed about certain chemical properties, that is acids on reacting with metal to produce salt and hydrogen gas, acids on reacting with bases to produce salt and water, and acids reacts with metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates, they produce salt, water and carbon dioxide, and metal oxides reacts with the acids to produce salt and water. And we have also discussed that acids and bases both contains a certain type of species or substances called ions, whether it is cation or anion. They furnish the electricity. The conduction of electricity becomes possible. So these things or we can come to conclude that these are the chemical properties of acids and bases. In the next module, we will be discussing about other reactions of acids and bases, and also we will be discussing about how can we calculate the pH of these substances which are around us. Okay, thank you, students.